What's good, YouTube? And welcome to Dzeeff's channel. I think something really cool about guest uploads is that certain content that wouldn't really fit in on your channel ends up fitting in really well on theirs. And today, from 1998, I wanted to introduce you guys to the original Yu-Gi-Oh cards. These are from around 1998, if I'm not mistaken. And it's its own card game with its own set of rules before Upper Deck and Konami got the rights by Bandai. So let's go ahead and kind of take a look at the cards. These are actually character cards. A lot of people really want character cards here in the original game, and we don't have them. And based on Season 0, a lot of you guys may or may not know, Kaiba had green hair. Yeah, that's a thing with him. That's actually a thing. Tristan and Joey were more high school delinquents that kind of found their way to a better life because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Here's redundant Taya, who gets cut out. It's kind of redundant to have the secondary character who's just a support character, so I think she just didn't make the anime. Then you have Taya herself, Anzu, I believe. And then, oh yeah, another holder of the Millennium items that plays a really big role in that original anime. And sorry if I'm kind of having background noise here. I've got to get this video done before a stream. So just trying to show you guys some awesome collectibles you might not have known existed. So let's start off with the first monster, and I think a lot of people's favorite, although I don't know about on Doug's channel. It's the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I have most of these covered, but all the backs, these are sleeves. All the backs do look like the first one that I showed you. So the backs are actually more so like this, which is pretty cool too, in my opinion. Next up, one of the more famous cards from the Season 0 is Red Eyes Black Dragon, which plays a huge role in Season 1 of the anime as well. We got Gaia, the Fierce Knight, and look at that ultra rare lettering if we can zoom in. Oh yeah, that looks really awesome. We've got the Curse of Dragon, just so many classic cards with like different art, different look. And you can actually go on the wiki, I think there's like only 13 rules to this game or something like that. You can kind of see for yourself what these actually are. Let's see if we can't get a better angle here and kind of, yeah, there we go. We got the Dragon Champion, Gaia and Curse of Dragons fusion. There's not really fusion colors to this game, and it was a very limited run. The Dark Magician just looks so different, doesn't it? Look at that ultra rare lettering, though. I don't know if this is considered an ultra or not, but it definitely is cool. We got Thousand Dragon, Joey's maybe one of more famous cards, along with Red Eyes. And sorry for that red glare coming off my camera onto the sleeves. I didn't want to take these out of the sleeves since I want to keep them in great condition. It's hard to find these in amazing condition. You might remember this as Basic Insect, I believe. And he gets his power-up with Weevil with his laser cannon. The Weevil cards are actually pretty prominent in here, too. As well as Mai's Harpy Ladies. We'll see more of them later, but starting with 1800 attack instead, oddly enough. Then we've got some Dino cards from Rex Raptor that I believe this finally got introduced in Joey's world, if I'm not mistaken. And a card that was once hunted down in a format because Sabersaurus and Caboozles weren't enough. Oh man, Two-Headed King Rex, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the throwbacks. But he's starting off at a beefier attack too. Summon Skull's gonna look way different here. More Archfiend-esque and has that gold lettering as well. I think he's got another star added there, though, in this game. Yeah, the stars don't make as much sense. I believe the head of Exodia has, like, 8 stars. And some of these cards I actually just straight up don't know exactly who they are. But a lot of them are, like, the Winged... Or this is, I actually forget this guy's name. It has Fortress in it, I think, and Winged. Not the most educated card review, as they might say. But a lot of really cool throwbacks that happen in Season 0 that don't necessarily make it over. For some reason, Dragon Capture Jar here has an attack and defense. It's kind of weird. It ain't a trap card. Judge Man. Oh, this card looks amazing. This is one of my favorite arts from this entire card game. It's so cool. We've got the Celtic Guardian coming in hot. I really like this art. For some reason, 5 stars, though. Weird. We've got the hashtag Baby Dragon Squad actually looking really lit with a little fire breath and lightning going on there. We've got Silver Fang. Very, very, very cool there. For some reason, way up in attack, though. Soggy the Dark Clown has a huge defense here. Maybe to help him get that crush card off more, but that's not in this game. I believe this is Rogue Doll in Starter Deck Kaiba. The stats of a lot of these cards, like I said, are just very, very different. Shoutouts to Yugi Nono. We've got Larvae Moth. And then, of course, where there is a larvae, there's a great big giant lurking to be found. Now, I guess there's a lot of tubers named Stays. We got Asian Eyes with his Beaver Warrior. It actually looks really, really cool. We've got one of my favorite arts, and green hair again, which seems prominent. Mystical Elf. Flame Swordsman has some odd stats here. Maybe because he's equipped with his sword already. But man, does he look cool and ready for action. Doesn't this has like a really weird defense in our game. It has like a 30, I think, in its defense, like a 1930 defense or something crazy. And like I said, our 8-starred head of Exodia. Oh, it's just funny to me. But it kind of reminds me of that Lost Art promotion that's going on right now in the main game, where we actually get the pieces here to look real nice and awesome. But even with more kind of detail and shining going on, it's actually really cool art in this card game. I really quite enjoy it and think it looks awesome. I don't know what order they're in. I'll fix it later. This is actually the set in order, by the way. We've got the Paradox Brothers tank, Labyrinth tank, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually Ultra, or whatever the gold foiling is in this game. And one of my favorite things in this entire game is the foiling on Kazugen and Suijin and I think it's Sanga of the Thunder. That Ultra in the picture is actually just so cool. Gate Guardian, if I'm not mistaken, is like a promotional prize card and is very, very expensive. So, unfortunately, I don't have that. I just have the complete core set of this game. Maybe we'll play it on Tabletop sometime. By the way, on the channel, Tabletop is going to be coming back with Billy Break in past formats. Time Wizards Time Match. Got enough. There's not really an attack here. I wonder what he actually says. What are you doing, mans? Another spell card in here. Polymerization. It's foil, too. Oh, there we go. Oh, doesn't that look awesome? It's so cool. And another holo foil, known as the Black Skull Dragon. One of the only cards in this set to rival Blue Eyes. Oh, man. Look at the lightning and how it, like, lights up. Oh. Redundant phrases. Kunai with chain, or maybe just the Kunai here. Oh man, Horn of the Unicorn, anybody? Give that Limp a boost. We got some Harpy support as well coming in hot here. We got her armor, and then we have I think this looks real nice. Elegant Egotist. Look at the faces hidden in there. It's so cool. Oh, shout out to Glasgow Yu-Gi-Oh! We got a pumpkin. Halloween's coming up soonish. A while away. I'll be going to Disney actually around then too, so expect a video from Doug for me. This is kind of a fan favorite. But even more so is breaking down your castle's flotation device with Catapult Turtle. These are seriously awesome cards, guys. I love them so much. We got some Mako Tsunami support here. I'm actually not sure who this next guy is. There's a few of them that I'm not completely sure on. I actually need to go back and watch Season 0 as an adult here, and not just on the internet in super low quality. I'm sure I could find it better. I thought this was Giant Soldier of Stone, but his stats are a little off. I'm pretty sure it is him, though. We've got another not sure guy, but coming up next, another cool one, Battle Ox. Look at that man's stare. He is so disapproving. His attack is so high. Next up, we got a singular Joey call out. Where's the partner here? We've actually got more Joey cards coming out. Lava and Swamp Battle Guards, but we got Garoozis. Hey! Looking real nasty in the face. They toned it down a little for Season 1. We've got something creeping in the walls, boys. It's a Shadow Ghoul. Next up, we've got I believe this is Crawling Dragon, at a really much more impressive attack, perhaps already brought back from the grave a couple times by Bandit Keith's friend Bones. We got more Rex Raptor stuff going on, dinosaurs spread throughout here. I believe this is Crawling Dragon next, which gets kind of a skin change there for the main card game. So does the Feral Imp, looking mighty red instead of green. It's looking a lot more feral here. This is kind of the game of arts if they weren't so much toned down, right? Like, and we've still reached this point with some cards, but this is the original intent of Yu-Gi-Oh! This is like between, you know, not so creative cards, but look at that background, that forest background. And then you've got things that just come out of nowhere that they handcrafted and made really special. Oh, look at the rainbow effect on the tentacles. Another Mako card here. We're setting monsters in the deep and bringing them on up. We got a jellyfish. You know, it's just a jellyfish. No big deal. It's actually pretty cool, though. Next up, we got another one I don't know. Before we get to Battle Ox's brother, I believe this is Steer. The card arts are just so cool. And fusing it with your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, it's my Mammoth Graveyard. I believe this is a fusion monster, Barong or something like that. I'm pretty darn sure. He's looking really awesome, though. And like I said, there's more actually, some of the most exciting cards are here for the end if you've stuck through. We've got some of the Cyber Harpy ladies armored on up. So it looks like you got a deck going on here. We got number 3. So they did finally translate over. I think around Rise of Destiny, RDS. We got a Joey superhero going on here. I remember this zombie guy from LOB. He looks a lot more gruesome here, though. And a pretty big attack stat for a 4-star. Looks like more little miniature cute dragons or dinosaurs going on. I would think this is a dragon. But watch out, Weevil's got more creatures. We're getting to a lot of villains here. That actually looks a bit miscut. That's kind of cool. Crass Clown coming in hot. Clown control was actually a thing in MRD, boys. Controlling more of Kaiba's cards, it's Dragon Piper. You gotta counter those powerful dragons somewhere. Tiger Axe is an old favorite of mine. Joey's got some strong monsters lurking in his deck. How about, the name change to Walk Kid doesn't do it for me. We'll call this one Oscolo Hero for now. Looks like there's a lot of quote-unquote hero monsters. A lot of these just have that lightning kind of effect going behind them. I'm starting to notice that they reused it now that I'm looking through. We got I would guess this is some kind of goblin. He seems familiar. Maybe it's the guy who falls down Trap Hole. We've got the Ankh, the original true lost art of Monster Reborn. I believe this is one of the more pricey guys. And we've got a really creepy looking devil guy. I can understand why the soccer moms would be afraid of this coming on over. Keep our kids safe, Konami. This guy looks like Skull Servant, but I don't imagine that he actually is. But he could be. All the stats are kind of weird in this, aren't they? I believe this is Megamorph or Metalmorph. Not sure which. I would think it's Megamorph. But it has a metal sheen kind of look to it. Mushroom Man, anybody? How about a Hitatsume Giant? He looks so ferocious in this picture. Notice his attack just under red eyes. Another creepy Kaiba card from his structure deck. Kind of reminds me of Swamp Thing. This is one of Kaiba's energy boost cards, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of got an inverse effect going on, though. Next up, we've got a Pegasus running on around. I believe this guy gets introduced in IOC, if I'm not mistaken. Nah, he looks more T-Rex-ish than the one I'm thinking about. Maybe this is a Rex Raptor card. I would imagine Rex has to have, like, multiple T-Rexes. I have no clue what this is, but if you, like, look at the hero clicks, there's, like, an entire, what do you call it? Little Red Riding Hood archetype that never got brought over either. So there's some odd fairy tale-ish stuff that we're getting to that mayhaps just missed the mark. But it's kind of cool. We got a Sorceress. I'm going to go a little faster through these cards that maybe you guys aren't as nostalgic about like I'm not. But I'm not quite sure. Maybe this got turned into the level archetype. It could be. Could be one day. We got a Golden Beetle. Maybe that transferred to the Golden Ladybug. Who knows? We got a Korg. I'm just going to call him Korg. Don't meet Hulk, man. We got some more warrior cards. Looks like a knight. A few knights were in the game. We've got Manticore. And he is 2,300. Maybe a transferred into Invasion of Chaos. Who knows? One of Kaiba's starter deck cards. A little beefier, a bit up in levels too. I noticed that lightning effect once again used. Maybe dangerous. Well, I believe this guy gets killed by Curse of Dragon, if I'm not mistaken. I actually have a few giant Bandai cards as well that a lot of people don't know about. Maybe that's for another day. We got Magical Hats with that nice lettering. Not in the best of condition, not in the worst. It's got a little edge wear. Maybe I'll need to hunt down another. A holofoil Spellbinding Circle. Maybe it's actually a spell in this game, though. I don't really know how it works if we do have traps. I believe this is Meteor Dragon. Plays a pretty pivotal role with red eyes. Looks like we've got a field spell. Something about 800. Then we've got Meteor B Dragon. Because we got to shorten that B, right? Meteor Black Dragon is really cool. It's, I believe, kind of one of the chase cards of this set. Mine has, like, foil edging around it. I don't think that's intentional. I think that's just over time. But overall, it's pretty minty. And then we have something kind of cool about this set. Like I said, we're saving the best towards last. All ultra-ish named 4 pieces here that come together for not Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but the Blue Eyes being chained together by force by Kaiba, which he actually has a spell card here that does that. So they're brought together more by force than by harmony because Kaiba's just harsh. But in case you can't play this giant 4-card thing, we do have some other versions here. And then finally, Blue Eyes White Dragon himself. His ghost knocked things over in my house. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you did overall enjoy seeing the actual original Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I know this isn't a pack opening channel, so I didn't open packs of this. I actually don't even know if there are packs of this and if they do exist anymore. But this is the complete set outside of some of the prize cards slash promotional cards like Swords of Revealing Light. I believe there is a Mirror Force card and Gate Guardian. So this is the complete core set, and I do hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, do subscribe over on House of Champs. If anything, check out the live streams on Fridays and Sundays, which I do have to do tonight. Thanks for joining, guys.